No sunshine, drizzle, bloody cold. I've had to rug up, but I can take it because I am now a man, full on masculine, because I've got a Road Glide. And a Road Glide is a man's bike, there is no doubt about it. Check out the presence that this mother has got on the road.
As I look for a better way to get through another boring day, oh yeah.
Let's talk about what the Harley dealer does not tell you about the new Road Glide. Now, I've been riding Harley Davidsons for over 30 years, motorcycles for 40. Check this out. Thanks, mate.
Awesome. No
It's
worries. Cheers.
much appreciated.
No worries.
All right, it's white. What do we think of white? Put in the comments what you think of a white bike. All right, I've got some pretend sunshine. Let's have a look. Can we see the sparkle? No, we can't. We can't see the sparkle. Actually, I can see it a little bit. I'm trying to say this is a fantastic paint job. It's sort of a pearl colour and it's got a beautiful sparkle through it. Hopefully we get some sunshine and you can see it properly. Now, because I'm a man and this Road Glide with a shark nose is white, I'm going to have to call it the Great White Shark. That's a man's name. That's not really a name, is it? That's a label. What are we going to call it? Put in the comments what you think I should call this bike. We're going to call it Sharky. Right, where am I going to ride it? What about a cross? Actually, let's get a texter. All right, so are we happy with the name Sharky for this bike or not? You thought I was going to ride it on this beautiful paint job, didn't you? I'm riding it on my hand so I don't forget it. I've come along to the Man's Club. Road Glides everywhere. What do we say, Eric? Road Glide.
Welcome. It's about time you hardened up.
All right, we are in Road Glide heaven. Our sponsor today is Resurgence Gear Motorcycle Clothing, and they're all about safety. I'm wearing one of their motorcycle shirts now, AAA rated, very safe, very comfortable, awesome product. And we know it's safe, just like their jeans. They've tested them publicly under the most extreme circumstances. You've probably seen me show this clip before.
Holy crap! Only the jean. The PCAP's still there, look.
Now don't forget to use the code OldNotDead. That'll give you a 10% discount because Resurgence Gear supports the channel and wants to help you. Don't forget, if you like my videos and you want to support the channel, check out the Old Not Dead merchandise. If you don't ride a Harley and you wear Old Not Dead gear, you will look as cool as if you were on a Harley. If you already have a Harley, blast off, show the world you're old, not dead. Way to go.
Representing.
And for both Resurgence Gear and our merchandise, for those of you who are overseas like America, England, Canada, the exchange rate is in your favour. You're only paying peanuts for our products. Now, I've been riding around for a while on this 2025 Road Glide, and let me start by saying this is a great bike. If you're new to Harley Davidsons, there are things that the dealer won't tell you that you need to know if you're getting something like this beautiful Road Glide. And I'm going to cover those later on in the video. Now the new Road Glide goes exceptionally well. It's got a 117 cubic inch motor. That's 3 cubic inches more than my 114 Street Glide. And even in stock form like this, it does go well. Like last year's model, these bikes are now sort of water cooled. There's water running across the heads instead of oil. So you've got a radiator at the front instead of an oil cooler. They say these bikes run considerably cooler because of that, and therefore you can get a little bit better power output. Now riding around here, it's only spring in Melbourne. The engine does feel cooler when I ride around, but I guess the real test is in the heat of summer. So on paper, this has got 130 foot-pounds of torque and 105 horsepower. It does feel like a torquey bike. It is very smooth, so the power is, let's say, deceptive. Unless you're looking at the speedo, you don't think you're going that quick, but you do. Now riding on the road, both the open road and through traffic, freeways, country roads, etc., even the local streets down to the shop, that sort of thing, there is, without question, plenty of power. Now, what's interesting about Harley Davidsons, however, there are two types of people who buy Harleys. Those that have only ridden Harley Davidsons or something of less power, and those that have come from the world of sports bikes. Now it's a generalisation, but if you've come from something with less power, you're going to find this is a very powerful bike, more than adequate for anything you're ever going to do. Nobody is going to be left wanting. If you're coming from, say, the world of sports bikes and you are used to a hyper performer, I don't know if you'll find this slow, but in its standard form, you might feel it is a little bit more sluggish than what you're used to, but something as simple as a cam and a tune is going to make this bike come alive. I guarantee you, you're going to love it. And for those of you who just want to go faster and have more power, this is going to do the job easily with some serious modifications. And you've got to remember, it's a touring bike. It's got a lot of torque. It's designed to, put a passenger on the back, carry some luggage, go long distance. So I guess really the main things you're going to be looking for are comfort and ease on the open road over those long distances. I don't know if you need to go much faster than what this bike will take you. We always need faster. Put in the comments which one is more of a man's bike. I'm extremely jealous. Eric's got the black Road Glide. I've got a white one. What do we think? Oh look, there's another Road Glide. Oh, this is a nice Road Glide. All right, so the sun's out. I'm with the local hog chapter. We're gonna go for a ride. Don't ask me where, wherever they go to. We'll grab some lunch. And this is going to be a battle of the Road Glides versus the Street Glides. Changed teams today. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to take Nick's Road Glide around the block. He's got Olin suspension, and he's telling me that this is going to make me want to sell my Street Glide. It's that good, yeah? All day. All day. Not stock handlebars? Stock? Not stock engine. What have you done? He's got, look at this, he's being coy about what he's done with his engine. Hear that? Fantastic. I love it. Well, he's 100% right. The suspension makes a massive difference, but what I like even better is the engine, because this is snappy. Yeah, it goes. What have you done? You got to tell me. Now it's interesting to see Harley Davidson are moving along the lines of performance. Now, can we word it that way? They're moving towards performance-orientated bikes, probably because the king of the baggers seems to be a very successful race event, and faster bikes are the trend at the moment. And it's probably really good for marketing, because Touring bikes have always been old man's bikes. I remember before I ever got my first touring bike, I thought old man's bike until they brought out the Street Glide, which looked a lot cooler. So now performance baggers are all the trend, and I think it's a good trend personally because really, who wants to be riding an old man's bike? Baggers are cool now.
Getting drunk from 7 to 3. Overindulging, flash like it's free. We're on a fast ride, our monk is killing time with machines. We get loud that we don't even feel. You don't even notice if it's her or it's me. But somewhere deep in it's cutting like a knife, so you just kill it with the one. All of a sudden you are free. You call your mom and say, hey, it's me. I just need some more lonely money. I'm gonna spend it, filling up my house, my face, my body, and my tongue, 'cause I just wanna feel good. Using all that's left, somewhere in your chest, on your sweetheart hit and miss. Uh-oh.
Road Glide or Street Glide?
I've got both. Street Glide's for me.
Yep.
Road Glide's bigger because we go two up. I take my missus all the time.
But aren't they the same bike with a different fairing?
No,
No!
no.
Oh, go on, yeah.
The Road Glide's got a thinner tank
Yep.
and a bit longer. And then I can put. I'll
Oh,
put
it's
her
because
on.
you've got different years.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So it's a 22 old style. This is new style.
Yeah, okay. So what do you think of the new Road Glide?
Good.
Okay,
Very good.
so why did you change the suspension?
Too rigid, and for two up it's better and more cornering, more.
Yeah.
And more. It just rides better. The braking works better also.
Yeah, I noticed it straight away.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. And you've upped that from a 117 to a, what'd you say, 124? 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It goes well.
Yep.
I really like it. All right, Street Glide man.
Yes,
Why? Why not a Road Glide?
I think because I'm a bit shorter and it just seemed to fit me better.
So what do you think? What's this, a 24 CVO?
Yeah. I love it.
Spotted in the wild on a Street Glide, of course. The old Not Dead sticker. No, he's lost the old Not Dead patch.
Where is it?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Check this out. I was gonna.
Latte?
Eric was gonna get me a soy latte, but now that I've got a Road Glide, I'm allowed to have a long black.
Now you're a
Sorry,
man.
I've been just going.
You can't have one because
No,
you've got a Street
I'm
Glide.
not in the group. No, I'm in the gang.
That's why we let him have hot chocolate.
All right, hot chocolate for Street Glide riders.
Yeah.
We're men. We are men.
No, they're women.
Look at that. Old Not Dead.
The best one on here.
All right, sun's out. Look at that pearl. Now on these new touring bikes, the infotainment centres are absolutely sensational. I know a lot of people, especially older people, steer away from the electronics, and I do understand why. It sort of makes you think, well, I'm moving towards being in a car as opposed to just looking at some handlebars. And there was a time when I thought that myself, but I've got to tell you, first of all, the fairing is just sensational on a bike if you are doing a lot of miles and you want to ride hard. And second of all, just the GPS alone, once you've had a GPS, I can't tell you how annoying it is to say, jump on the Evo, when you're actually going to a particular place and you don't know where it is and you're constantly stopping and pulling out your phone to look at the map. And I know you can stick it to the handlebars, which a lot of people do, but then why not just have the big screen? Because I'm telling you now, the screen on this is sensational. The mapping is just beautiful to look at. Now, I'm of the camp that I like the analog gauges, but you look at these for a while and I'm telling you, they look fantastic. Even in bright sunshine, you can see them. The screen is absolutely beautiful. One of the things I like the most about the display is you can actually change it. There are 3 different displays that you can have up on the screen. For example, if you want to go touring and you need the map, you can enlarge that and minimize some of the other things. And then of course we've also got rider modes, and that's sport, road, rain and custom. The custom mode, within certain parameters, you can put whatever you like in there. So it's in road mode now, you can see that down here. If we use the little mode button here, we can change that very quickly, even while you're riding, to sport mode. That's the custom mode, and that's rain mode. It's literally just going to take you a second. We can go into the menu on the left-hand side and go up to settings, and then we can flick down to the ride modes, and you can see each of the modes. Here you've got the ability to edit the custom mode. Just go across to the edit button, and I'm doing all this very simply with these controls. So flick on that. Do you want to copy this from another mode? Well, let's say no. As you can see here, you've got a little bit of flexibility in your custom mode. You can mix and match from what's happening in the other modes by going through each of these settings. I think it's quite handy. And to summarize the rider modes, the throttle response and power delivery has been changed on the different modes. I actually like it. These bikes get more and more powerful. If you get caught in a downpour, it is good, I think anyway, to have a lesser throttle response when the roads are slippery and wet. It's very easy to get unstuck in certain situations. Now the suspension's good. On this year's model there's an extra inch of travel on the rear shocks, which is fantastic. It's great to see that Harley Davidson is continually improving the suspension. A lot of people have complained about Harley Davidson suspension. Sometimes that's a legitimate complaint. The rear shocks are always adjustable. You need to set it for your weight, and it will be different when you've got a passenger and luggage, so you need to change it. So I guess if you're going to complain about suspension, first adjust it to your weight and then see if you still don't like it. Yes, before you comment everywhere, you can get better suspension. There's no doubt about it, and yes, with better suspension, you will feel the difference. Now the brakes on this bike are pretty good. They stop the bike no problem at all. So there's no more complaining about Harley Davidson brakes, and that's a good thing. They've improved a lot over the years. It's got an adjustable brake lever, which I like. Now, if you want to have some fun, jump on one of these modern bikes, do some heavy braking, and then jump on the old Evo. This one, I think, has got the original brake pads and brakes. You'll instantly see how much they've improved over the years because the Evo doesn't stop. Now, what do we think about the modern looks of the new Road Glide? Put in the comments if you like this fairing or not. The new shark nose fairing is very divisive. I can see that in our Facebook group. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people say that it looks like the Indian. Some people say no, Indians copied Harley Davidson. Personally, I think it looks fine. I do like the dual headlights on the older Road Glides. I think that looks a bit meaner. But I've always found over the years, looks are subjective, and often when you are exposed to something, it sort of grows on you, and before you know it, you like it. It wasn't too many years ago when I first bought a Street Glide. These were considered absolutely ugly and hardly anyone wanted one. And now it's the flavour of the month. Anyway, it's a modern looking bike with much sharper lines than the older models. I love the way that Harley's gone back to the shorter saddlebags. I think they look racier, and I guess that's the idea with these bikes. They're moving towards performance rather than the old man touring bike, and I think that's a good thing. And when it does come to performance, you'll find there's an enormous amount of torque in these bikes. The sweet spot, I think, is around 3,000, 3,200 RPM, all the way up to about 4,500. You really do notice that on the open road. At cruising speed, it sits at very low revs, so you're not going to use much petrol. It ticks along nicely, and I find that if I want to ride aggressively or I want to overtake, I've really got to change down a couple of gears. That gives it a fair whack of oomph. Now this particular bike has a Rockford Fosgate stereo, which is not standard, it's an optional extra. I think it's got 120 watt speakers and some sort of amplification. It sounds really good. There's no problem at all hearing the music through your helmet at freeway speed limits. And on the freeway, this really is a comfortable bike. The handlebars are a lot higher, no, not a lot, a little bit higher than the older models, which used to have the buckhorn handlebars. So this is a 21 Road Glide. The handlebars, I like the handlebars a little bit better because they're narrower. I like narrower bars personally. They're higher and they're wider, which suits a lot of people because I do notice that people love wide handlebars. And on the 24 and 25 model, they've also changed where the handlebar or the way the handlebars are attached. So you've got a lot easier access if you want to change the bar setup, because a lot of people like to move to that more aggressive thrashing style T-bar setup, which personally I love. I've often ridden my mate Blake's Road Glide. He's got that setup. He's got an older Road Glide, so it blocks the instrumentation. It won't happen on this model.
How is it?
Awesome. I'm in love. That type of T-bar setup I think is absolutely perfect for a Road Glide, and if it was my bike, it belongs to Harley Davidson Australia, if it was my bike I would do that immediately, probably before I even picked the bike up. Now the seat looks good, it is reasonably comfortable, you can sit on it for a couple of hours, no problem at all. Street Glide, why?
I don't know, I haven't ridden a road glide, but
Exactly why?
Street Glide or Road Glide?
Street glide.
Why?
I like it. Why?
You like it, fair enough, yeah. Street Glide or man's bike?
Low Rider ST, number 2. Road Glide, number 1.
Oh, why?
Comfortable, so comfortable. Loves corners.
Street Glide or Road Glide?
Ultra.
Last time I was here, Sarah rode the Rhino. Are you going to have a go this time? Because Sarah's not here.
I don't know about that. It might be too high for me.
It is pretty high, isn't it? I can lift you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What do we think? We talk your wife into jumping on the Rhino? He's tame, look. All right, normally I'd have to get the vegan burger, but now that I'm a man on a Road Glide.
Eat bloody meat.
So true.
Yeah, eat meat, you reckon?
Yeah, eat meat.
Yeah, okay. I'm a Road Glide man.
Double cheese.
Look, there's got to be a beef burger, steak sandwich. What else is there? Check out these two trying to prove they're men here. Come on, say it again. Say it again.
The Street Glide menu down here.
Yeah, in the under the kids menu.
Yeah,
Road Glide menu.
Yeah.
And what is it? Vegan burger for Road Glide users?
No, this is grill.
Mixed grill. What is
Made for Street Glides.
mixed grill and soy latte for Road Glide users? These two are hardcore Road Glide riders.
Correct.
Why? No, seriously, let's be serious. Why?
I think it's more nimble.
Ah, what?
Yep.
You could have said something serious like it's a man's bike, but nimble? No way. No way.
Well,
It's a man's bike.
No, nimble, we're talking nimble now.
I'm pretty sure that me and you rocked up before Eamon did.
It was always an outdoors bike.
And we got CCTV camera to prove that. So
Aim one day you will
They think they ride fast. Seriously. Seriously, why road glides? Serious.
Hang on, I've got to do it.
No, because men road glide
Look at
men
Eric's
sit like
tattoos.
this.
That's their men's tattoos. Look at that.
Road glide men sit like this, like they're men.
In the defensive position. No, go. Serious. Right, road. Come on. This is a serious video. There's no mucking around on my videos.
Right.
Why do we like road glides?
I like to look at the road glide better.
Road glide,
Yeah,
the new
okay,
road glide
yeah.
looks good for me.
Yeah, okay. So you like the single light better than the twin?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Nicer.
No, I don't.
No? That's because
I like the double light.
No,
what I found interesting was I would have thought that it would, well, the wind is, I guess I'm sitting over the top of the fairing, the wind is the same either one. Have you noticed that? They're both windy. I'm sitting over the top of both fairings, so it doesn't matter.
yes.
I personally think, because I had the street glide, I personally think that I get a bit more wind on the road glide than I did on the street glide.
Oh, okay.
But for me, both the same. Because I look over the top of both of them.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no dramas.
Yeah, okay.
But I find that slow manoeuvring, the road glide is a bit easier because it doesn't have the extra weight to the front handlebars.
I find the opposite, which is surprising.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I find the road glide much easier to handle on the steering,
At slow speed.
slow speed than the street glide.
2 against 1 again.
They're the same bikes, you malacas. There's different bloody fairings.
Only street glide people say that.
What do you do with these people? Look at the difference in screens. That's a big upgrade. Whoop. Now, anyone who buys one of these newer road glides is going to absolutely love it. There's no question about it. Now, this is what the dealer doesn't tell you when you buy a new Harley Davidson. Some of you might realise this. If you're new to Harley Davidsons, you won't really understand what's going on. You'll buy a bike like this, and let me tell you, it is more than enough for most people, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I can't fault it. It's a beautiful bike, like many other modern Harley Davidsons. Do you get a street glide or a road glide or a road king? It's pretty much the same bike with subtle differences in the front end, or not in the front end, at the fairing. This bike is designed for the open road, and if you do a lot of country riding, or the majority of your riding is on the open road, perfect bike. But what they don't tell you about all of these Harley Davidsons is it's almost compulsory to make changes. And that's not a negative, that's not taking anything away from the bike. The reason this happens is because we are blessed in the Harley Davidson universe to have millions of accessories and options to change the bike the way that you want. So you're going to ride this bike and think it's perfect for a while, and just because there are options, or perhaps you already know of those options, you'll change them, because it's easy to change the seat, it's easy to change the handlebars, and just even to get the Harley Davidson sound, you're going to have to buy a different exhaust system, or at the very least mufflers. Now that means you're going to have to buy a tuner as well, and that means you're going to have to get it tuned. All of those things cost money. Now, me personally, as I've said before, I would have to change the seat because of my height. I would change the handlebars because I don't like wider handlebars. I'd change it to something more aggressive. And because of my height, I would get extended foot controls. And all of that starts to add up. There's plenty of power for most people. Well, I could argue for everybody, because we're only riding on the road, but I would still put a cam in it. It will go a lot harder. You'll get a better tune attached to that cam, which will make the bike more responsive. And it's going to sound much better than just changing the muffler or the exhaust system. And for me, that's the absolute minimum. I guarantee you, you're going to want to make changes to your bike, even if it's just changing the handle grips, which are great, by the way. You need to budget for it. 99% of people are going to spend way more money than just the price of this new Harley Davidson. But you're going to have fun, it's going to be fantastic, and I think it's worth it. Now, if you like today's video and you like road glides or Harley Davidsons in general, Check out this video where I rode my friend Danny's Road Glide ST. Lots of fun. You're going to love the video.